Okay, my next honoree is Bella Stuart. Bella is, yes, she is here. Bella has dedicated her life to helping others. She works for the ARC of New York and the local chapter here, Schenectady ARC, which is also in the house. Thank you, Schenectady ARC, for being here. Bella has worked there for more than 50 years. She served as Schenectady ARC's secretary, treasurer, vice president, president, as well as a number of other committees. She's also a member of the ARC of New York's Board of Governors. She served as president of Schenectady County Community Service Boards and a number of other organizations. Please help me welcome Bella Stuart up to the stage. Thank you, Bella. Thank you for being here. And you've been at Schenectady ARC for more than 50 years, because I remember at the award ceremony where we honored you for 50 years, and that was a little while back. So you have dedicated just your entire life, and there's a personal story behind this. What is your inspiration? And we've been talking about direct care lately for a long time, and I know with my son, who lives with autism, who's turning 17 this year, I certainly know how important direct care is. What inspires you to be a part of Schenectady ARC?
My son, first of all, that just
Here,
helped
we're going to have you. Yeah.
My son that just helped me up the stairs when I found out that he had... Sorry.
That's okay. It's all right.
Nervous.
Go ahead.
But no, I joined...
Your son, yeah, tell us about your son.
I started school. He was always slow, but then he'd catch up.
Yeah.
I started in kindergarten, and they literally, at the end of a month, threw him out and told me find someplace. Wouldn't even tell me about the ARC or anything. So anyway, fortunately, I remember this name, Walt Schofield, because my sister had talked about it. He was director of the ARC, the Little Red Schoolhouse. So I called him, and I went there, and that's just, he was 5 years old. Now he's 68. Yeah.
And how important are organizations like Schenectady ARC to our community? It certainly made a difference in your life.
Oh, yes.
How important is it to so many people, thousands of families?
Very important, the support. I mean, I could help him home, but when he went into residence, they took him out and showed him how to ride a bus, how to do this, that. You know, they make him a lot more self-sufficient than I would know how.
And certainly your family is your inspiration, but it's the ARC team, the team at ARC, that's part of your family too.
Oh yes, definitely.
And some of the people that you work with, tell us about the relationships you have formed with some of the people that need help from Schenectady ARC.
Some of the parents.
Yeah, some of the people that you've come in contact with over the years.
Well, a couple of times I've been asked to come and talk to parents that had to make the leap to put somebody in a residence and try to reassure them that was the best thing for them. So.
And you have served on a number of, you have almost every position there is to serve on the board. You have served on almost every position. And besides that, you have a number of other activities. You're involved with local churches and a number of other groups. And what inspires you to be so involved with your community?
I don't know. It just comes natural, I think. They needed somebody on the Community Services Board, and of course it needed a representative from ARC. I said, okay.
You pretty much volunteer for everything that, every opportunity that you've had, and part of it is because you know that it's helping others.
Yes. You know, I remember going to this one meeting one time, and the one speaking, it was down, says, learn to say no. And I took offense to that. I says, I would say no if I didn't have anything to do. I don't like that.
And you were recently honored with something special in 2008, what's known now as the Stuart House. So tell us about the Stuart House and how that came to be.
Well, we were looking at the time for an apartment for some of our groups, so they could integrate but have their own place. And I had found one on Hamburg Street that looked delightful from outside, and I cried when they found out that it was rotting. But anyway, through that, Sue Pinto and the rest of them threw my name in to have it named after me.
What a tremendous honor to have that in our community. And as we look through, you're involved with, as I said, Our Lady of Fatima and Delancey, the Schenectady Community Service Boards. But you also worked at General Electric here in Schenectady at one time.
29 years.
29 years of service in Schenectady, and you received a number of awards while you were there as well.
Yeah. The Gerald Philippi Award.
And what was that award in recognition of?
For my work with the ARC. Yeah, they give one a year, and that's worldwide, and that was quite an honor.
And one of the things, of course, you've been involved with that we've been talking about at the state capitol is direct care workers like yourself are some of the unsung heroes in our community. The work that you do is something that comes with a passion, something that you want to do, something that you have a passion for.
Right. I can't take credit for the direct care. They do it, like my granddaughter over there. Put your hand up. She's been with...
Where is she? Where is she? Let's give her a round of applause back there. And certainly your connection with direct care. How important is it that we continue to support Schenectady ARC and groups like that across the country?
Well, from what I can see, we'll always need these people there because it's not going away. It's getting worse in some aspects. And I think some of it is because people are using all the canned goods instead of the natural. I don't know. I'm not a health freak.
Well, certainly for your 50 years of service at Schenectady ARC, we want to thank you. It's 50 plus years now, actually. We want to thank you for staying involved. Thank you for helping the families in our community. Thank you for being part of an organization that really makes a difference in so many people's lives. It's my pleasure and my honor to be able to recognize you among this year's Women of Distinction honorees from the New York State Assembly. So congratulations and thank you. Thank you for the work that you're doing.
Well, thank you, but you've done great too.